Hey family, welcome back to She Speaks Podcast. This is your host, LaDeshia Wright. I pray that something is said today that blesses you. If so, please like and share. Now, let's get into this episode. I feel like I want to cry a little bit. I have the capacity, okay? And I'm not just talking about in the natural. I'm not talking about physical time. I'm trying not to cover up my face because y'all, she cute, okay? That's cute. I like how I look right now too. My face just looks extra whoosh. I'm like, I have the capacity, like mentally. I have the capacity spiritually. Y'all, I have the capacity emotionally to show up for myself in ways that I would not have been able to show up if I was sitting in all those seats in everybody else's life. If I was still trying to be convenient, LaDeshia. If I was still trying to make sure that I was trying to make sure that everybody else was well, I wouldn't have the capacity. Let me break it down. I wouldn't have the capacity to be the mother that I am today. I wouldn't have the capacity to fight some of these spiritual battles that I have been fighting. I have had to fight because the enemy don't want you breaking chains. He doesn't want you to get better. He doesn't want you to get whole. He doesn't want you walking in obedience. But I have the capacity to build a website from scratch. I have the capacity to think about the different ideas and the techniques and what I want to do and pricing, and it's stressful, but guess what? I got the capacity to be stressed. I have the capacity to be confused because it's good confusion, because I'm walking in a new territory that I've never been in before. But I have the capacity. I'm not working for nobody else. I don't have to give nobody 40 hours a week. I don't have to be pressed by somebody else telling me, hey, I need you to work on this report. But my mind is saying, but there's some other stuff that I wish that I could do for myself. Y'all, I have the capacity. I have the capacity to be the car rider mom of picking up and dropping off. I have the capacity. And if I'm honest, I have no idea how God is going to do anything. I have no idea if things are going to go smoothly or if I'm going to be stressed out tomorrow or next week. I have no idea. But what I do know is I have the capacity. I have the capacity to show up. I have the capacity that if now I need, or let me not say if I need, if I end up praying 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours in the middle of the day, I have and I say that because I'm not joking. I'm being serious. I have the capacity. There would be days that I would wonder, how long has my computer, my work laptop been black? Because I was on my living room floor, face down in the carpet and snot everywhere. How long had I been praying, warring, worshiping, praising, prophesying, calling things out in my heavenly language, just losing a sense of time and reality? Now I have the capacity. When people's names would come to me and I would drop down and I would pray, capacity. Needing to do impromptu fast, just knowing, okay, I gotta lay capacity. Even having the capacity to not have the strength to do anything, to have the capacity to rest as long as I needed, even when that meant I had to figure out what rest meant. Capacity. Okay. 2025. And I'm going to have to do a different podcast on, I'm glad that's another topic. 2025 has been a year where I can say I've had the capacity to learn to be grounded. That is what I would have to sum up my last year as: grounding, stabilizing my foundation. And in being grounded and stabilized, I found safety and security. But family, the Lord has opened up doors and avenues that I have no idea about. And it's simply because I was willing to clear the seats.